Great to have you here to share a bit of your work with customers at Adobe Express. You both work in the customer success area with strategic enterprise customers for Adobe Express and Firefly. I would really be interested in what kind of customers are these that you're working with, and how do you engage with them?
Hi, I'll start. Hi, everyone. My name's Jamie Nuzbach. I focus on customers in the tech, travel, and hospitality space. And along with Colleen, I help them adopt our new and emerging technologies like Express and Firefly. I'm also located in Phoenix, Arizona. I've been at Adobe for about 6 years now, and I'm really excited to be back again at the Developers Live event. So thanks for having me, Ingo, and I will pass it to Colleen.
Yeah, hi. So I'm Colleen. I +1 to everything Jamie said, except that I cover retail and manufacturing. Same role, different areas.
Nice. And yes, Jamie, really welcome back. And for those who attend Developers Live for the first time, Jamie gave a great talk last year about her experiences with customers and how they use Adobe Express. You both run a lot of workshops with those customers. I would be interested in what are typical questions that you get from them, and which features and workflows do they find missing from the product?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, especially looking back a year to where we are today and seeing what customers are asking for. And in my particular patch, the industry of tech, we hear a lot about integrations with various AI tools and even how companies can use their own AI in Adobe products. We know that organizations are using multiple solutions, and being able to bring them all together into one place to create content is key. One thing I've heard a lot too is about HTML. So anyone out there that knows how to code, it sounds like we've got the right audience for this one. We hear this a lot in regards to email and animated banners. It's still really hard for companies to do this in an easy fashion. And there's demand for more and more of this type of content. They need to figure out a way to do it faster and get this work out to market. So anything around animation, HTML, being able to publish, get ads out quicker, and AI, I'm hearing a lot about. I don't know about you, Colleen. What are you hearing in retail and manufacturing?
Yeah, I mean, definitely banners is a huge use case, and just being able to produce more with existing resources, or more, even more with less sometimes, is of utmost importance. Also, the export HTML, that's definitely something that I don't think anybody really does well today, and not in an accessible way. So I think on top of that, some of my customers really are looking for a lot more of the basic design capabilities that we don't yet have necessarily in Adobe Express. So add-ons like Case are definitely one of the most popular in my bucket. Also, if we had an add-on that showed guides and grids, that would probably be first or second there. So just sometimes they're looking for the basic functionality that we don't yet have in Express.
Colleen already mentioned a few concrete add-ons or concrete areas where you would like to see add-ons. Do you have some others as well, like besides the high-level HTML export and banners, Jamie?
I will +1 on Case. So whoever made that, thank you. That is so helpful. One of my personal favorites is Pixelate, as a matter of fact. I use that to blur my email address out of all of these demos I'm creating all the time. And boy, does that one come in handy. In my area, the customers I work with, there was a lot of excitement around the Bitly add-on and being able to help track clicks and drive insights. Any add-on that can help them get data, analytics, reporting is super well received. That is one that they're going to be excited about. And I'll just talk for a second about integrations, things like being able to connect to Google Drive, AEM, and especially Miro have played a huge role in the adoption and success with Adobe Express across many organizations. So these things are super important to these companies, that we have these add-ons, we have these tools, and we have these integrations.
Cool. So there are some obstacles in really getting the visibility of these add-ons and understand well what problem they solve. could you give some advice to our developers? What could they improve to help you and help our customers to better explore the add-ons and give them a try?
Yeah, I definitely think access is number one. And so if I go into a particular add-on and it's asking me for like an API key, that's definitely something that people will automatically just walk away from. Login information, that's always sensitive when you're working in enterprise. So users are very hesitant to put their enterprise email into a system unless they know that particular company. But if it's somebody that's new to them, that they're gonna walk away. And anytime you ask for payment up front, I mean, somebody has to actually use your add-on to see if it's worth paying for, even if it's the caveat of you won't be charged unless it's like 7 days. They're not going to go into it. So I think offering like a free or freemium version is essential. And then also looking at, the types of plugins that you're adding and the keywords within your description. So accessibility, huge search term. So any accessibility plugin is definitely highly sought after today. And that's for both creatives and non-traditional creatives as well. So accessibility and doing those tests outside of, the design process, they often take a lot of time, a lot of money, and are usually the first thing cut in a QA cycle. So to be able to have that more within that design process is really something that's appealing to most.
And when you say
Check,
free
check,
or
check.
freemium,
Check,
I guess
check.
it's not that that your customers
Check,
are not
check,
willing
check.
to pay, but that they need to play with the add-on,
Yes.
have some trials to understand, and to then raise a purchasing order or whatever is the process within a larger organization, at least, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so make it easy to test and explore the add-on at least, and then come with a payment opportunity later when people are really convinced that this is what they need.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
It is important to become important to that end user right first, that they can't live without this add-on. And then it will eventually expand. They'll tell their friends, their coworkers. We're seeing massive adoption even from last year with Express, where we're starting with small social media teams, pilot teams last year, whereas today we have companies that have bought it for every single employee. We're talking 20,000 seats of Express at some organizations. So the scale and the scope and the opportunity is huge, but you have to become valuable. You have to become needed. And that has to be able to be established with access.
Wow, these are great numbers. And this also is a good reminder. We heard earlier today from Tate that we just updated the price tags or the monetization options for add-ons. So just a reminder for every one of you, please look at your metadata and update your add-ons, since what we now can show in the marketplace is not only is this a free or a paid add-on, but you see at the first place also for paid add-ons if they come with a free and paid plans like freemium models.
Mm-hmm.
So what you said also, Colleen, it's obvious then that I can test it, use it, and then decide or ask for a payment in the second step. You both have a monthly newsletter about what's new in Adobe Express, and on your social channels, you also share a lot of feature updates for Express, and sometimes you even introduce some of the new add-ons. So why should developers check out your social profiles and connect with both of you on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I can start with that. So Colleen and I host a monthly update newsletter of all that's new and exciting that happened in the app of that month. It's changing and growing so quickly. It's hard for everybody to keep up. So being new is exciting. So I know not everything can be new, but if you add something more to your add-on, or if it's enhanced or up-leveled in some way, that's a great opportunity. And things that really solve a customer's problem, like Case and Pixelate, even properties, that's something that we get asked all the time. If it can answer a question that we get all the time from a customer, we're probably going to feature it in that newsletter. And I know Colleen does a lot of really great posts. We're very active on LinkedIn, so I can let her talk about how she picks what she ends up featuring on her channels.
So we have a lot of great community channels out there. People are constantly asking for things that I 100% think could be provided in add-ons. So going on to channels like User Voice is great. You can see what's the most popular request. I think right now it's guides and grids. So any developers out there, please, that is one that is probably asked for in every single conversation I have. But yeah, just doing research. I think our customers are already saying what they want and what they need to us. So it's just looking at that information and seeing what you can build.
Cool. Thanks so much for all these insights and being here. And I just can recommend to everyone, connect with Colleen and Jamie on LinkedIn and check out where they feature this stuff. And I read this newsletter as well every month. And as you said, there's so much new. Sometimes you just need a reminder on, oh, check this new feature out. And your newsletter is a good help for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Developers Live. Developers Live.